Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about signs and a little story to kind of explain to you how signs work after you imagine something or after something has impressed on your subconscious mind. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because I just got a text message from a friend right now, which is the third thing of this kind that has been manifested. And so it's a perfect example for me to explain to you how impressing the subconscious mind works, how to get exactly what you want by emulating this process, and then what to expect as far as signs. So first of all, before we jump into that, hit the like button. It does something with the algorithm so that those who would not normally be able to see this video would be able to see this video. Hit the subscribe button for more laser focused, systematic methods and techniques on exactly how to get your manifestations in a much more predictable way than ever before. So let's just jump right into it then. So the idea or the concept is signs appear after we imagine something. So I want to tell you a story, and then I want to elaborate off that story to explain what signs mean, how to identify signs, what meaning to give signs, and how does this relate to manifestation. So I was hanging out with a group of people on Friday, and when I was there, one of them, someone that they knew that was close to them, had recently passed away. He was older. He was probably 85 years old, and so the person who I was with had his cane, and they were talking about his cane, and they kept going on about his cane and how it represented his stubbornness, and on and on and on. And it was just, it was really nice to hear it, but that was like the focal point of this section of time that we were hanging out. And so whatever, we hung out, and that was that. The next day I woke up, I went outside, and I saw there's a dumpster where everyone puts their trash, and there was a cane laying near the dumpster, something that looked exactly like a cane. And so, at the time I was on the phone with my mother, so I just, explained it to her. Now, my mother doesn't really, know exactly what it is that I'll talk about on my channel, but nevertheless, so she thought it meant something extravagant, that perhaps this man was coming to visit me and so forth. But today I I got a text message just a few minutes ago out of nowhere. I had not had a conversation with this person in the morning or whatever, but I got a text message, and it was an image, and it was a person who was holding a cane. And she said that, because she had just gotten surgery, that today was the day she was graduating to a cane. So what happened here, and how does this relate to getting what you want? So the fabric of manifestation is impressing the subconscious mind. So the world without is a perfect manifestation of all the different times we've impressed our subconscious mind over recent days, weeks, months, and years, or sometimes even minutes and hours. It can happen so fast. And so when we impress our subconscious mind, like I did at this, when I was hanging out with this group of people, and we were focused on this story, on this cane, that had impressed the subconscious mind, which in turn, the next morning, which would have been about 12 hours later, I saw something almost in its exact likeness, which means that was the manifestation of this thing impressing upon my subconscious mind. And also at that moment, being on the phone with my mother and talking about it again and explaining it again, it would have then impressed upon my subconscious mind again, and then I would have got this picture today. My friend would have been compelled to tell me. There would have been no opportunity, no choice. She had to do it. She had no other choice. She would have thought that it was her own thought that would have made her send me that picture. So what does this all mean? What this means is that it's very simple, very easy to impress our subconscious mind. So for the objects, things, experiences, or people that we wish to experience in our physical world, in our manifested world, all we then have to do is fixate on something to the point where it impresses on the subconscious mind. Now, the subconscious mind will replicate the exact thing that is impressed upon it. It's not just emotion. We're not trying to evoke an emotional response only, although that can help to kind of make more accurate your impression on your subconscious mind. But what we want to do is fixate or focus to the best of our ability on the object, the experience, the person that we wish to manifest, but to go after the point from which we have already received it. Now, here's the thing. With this cane, I didn't imagine myself holding a cane. I didn't deliberately imagine the cane, pardon me. But nevertheless, in whatever capacity, inadvertently, this impressed the subconscious mind. So this happens to us all the time. This happens to us every day. Day after day, minute by minute, hour by hour. Some things will impress more, some things will impress less, some things will stand out to us more, some things will stand out to us less. But to emulate the process, to take what you see and make it yours, we just need to act as if in our imagination for a short span of time that we have this thing already, that we have obtained this thing already. Now, in other words, what that means is, say I wanted a cane for myself, right? In this case, it was never mine. I saw it in the hands of someone else, then I saw it on a dumpster, then I saw it in the hands of somebody else. So it basically emulated the process. It was never mine. But what if I wanted a cane? Then after I had seen it, what I could do is imagine myself holding a cane. Right? Maybe I can imagine myself holding it or walking with it. Then something would happen. Events would unfold to the point to which someone would give me a cane, or something would happen where I would need to purchase a cane for myself, which I would not want to happen. So this is the process from which manifesting works. So the question with my mother, and she assigned meaning to this, such as, oh my gosh, this must mean something. He must be there in ghost form helping you or something like that. Well, it's not, it isn't so. So what you'll find is if you test this, now this, when I first realized this, it kind of hurt me a little bit. But what I found is that whatever we impress will manifest. So me imagining something by accident, it manifested outward. That doesn't mean that a ghost or a spirit came and brought that to me. So there's another process that I talk about in my channel if you're interested in. If you're interested, check out the Everyone is Yourself Pushed Out video if you want to kind of get how manifestation works from the beginning. But it doesn't mean that there's meaning connected, right? Too often I see people chase signs and connect the dots, one thing to the next, license plates, seeing numbers everywhere, seeing a person's name everywhere, and then expecting that that is just a bridge of incidents that's leading them to the end. Well, it's possible, but more likely what it is because the fabric, there's a very specific science to manifestation. There's another video I have called what is it called? It's called the feedback loop, something like that. If you search that in, you can find it. But it breaks down the fabric of manifestation. And the idea is that we are creating everything with singular thoughts, with singular reactions, with singular impulses. So that means that each and every independent thought that we have, which we have thousands a day, will impress something and therefore manifest it out. But the thing is the next time we see it, like in the process of the cane, I saw it again. I told my mom, I reacted to it. It happened again. And if I saw that, which I did on the phone, it'll probably pop up again now because I'm talking to you about it. And so that's the way the whole license plate thing goes, or the name thing goes. If you have something in your mind that you react to, it's going to keep happening over and over, which what I have found is, and you can test this, is that the first sign after you have imagined something is the most important one because it indicates that you have successfully impressed your subconscious mind with an image. So if you have in your imagination gone into the wish fulfilled, imagined the end and felt the feeling of the wish fulfilled in its full reality, as to the best of your ability, of course. It's never going to be 100% vivid or real, but if you can do this properly, say you wanted a large stack of money, or say you wanted to be successful in business, if you quantified that or simmered that down into a scene that implied that you already have it, and you really truly in your imagination experience it to the best of your ability, then you can watch then as the first sign will appear in this world. That's the one that's most important to identify, because that is, as you know now, coming directly from your imaginal act. Now, after that sign, you reacting to that sign, you'll probably perpetuate it. You'll probably see it more. But as long as you have seen that first sign, that is the most important. So anyway, I hope this was helpful as far as signs. Test it though. Test it to yourself, right? Do segmented tests to figure out and imagine specific things, and then watch as it begins to manifest in your world. As you do this, you'll start to get a better understanding as to the fabric, as I say, of your reality, the fabric, the building blocks of your manifestations. So I hope you like this. If you did, definitely subscribe, hit the bell icon. Stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching.